Hello, this is the My Artifact episode number 3519. Today's date is August 4, 2025. It's been almost like night at 10:16 p.m. Alright, oh boy. Should we jump directly into the question? Alright, yeah. Okay, first of all, I'm actually asking this psychological question to myself. Okay, yeah. So let's just ask. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm actually asking the question regarding about the diagnosis of state of aggression, bus Durkee test. Okay, yeah, it's a kind of like a some test. I'm actually kind of like a doing it. It's not a kind of like a test that you think it is. It's actually asking bunch of questions regarding about are you like okay, yeah. Let's just go through it. Okay, yeah. Okay, the name of the test is a diagnosis of state of aggression. 75 questions are available here. Let's go to it. Open the test. Okay, yeah. Question is, at time I cannot cope with desired to harm other. Yes or no? At time I cannot cope with desire to harm other. Okay. First of all, is that now let me understand this question a little bit properly so that I might gonna give you why it's not opening yet. Come on. Okay, now it's open. Translate. कभी कभी मैं दूसरों को नुकसान पहुंचाने की इच्छा पर काबू नहीं पाता. Okay, like at times I cannot cope up with the desire to harm other. कभी कभी मैं दूसरों को नुकसान पहुंचाने की इच्छा पर काबू नहीं पाता. Like basically I wanted to harm, I like to kind of like simply harm someone. Are you that kind of like a person that you are kind of like a harming somebody or things like that? No, I am not that person. Okay, yeah, I don't want to harm anyone. No, nothing really at all. Sometimes I gossip about people I don't like. No, I don't usually gossip that thing. No. I am really annoyed but quickly calm down. Yes, I am. Sometimes I'm bitterly annoyed, but I calm down. I let myself a little bit calm down. It's not happen as much as quickly as possible. Like basically, I try to control myself. Like I kind of like prepare myself in multiple ways when I'm kind of like really annoyed or really how angry or things like that. I corner myself or I kept myself alone at somewhere so that I would kind of like release all those aggression and then I feel really good. But usually is this thing that I didn't really get that much kind of like a something angry towards thing, not really that much. Okay, or if I happened, then I kind of like a corner myself. So am I really annoyed but quickly calm myself? I think yes, I would probably calm myself. Okay. Next. If someone doesn't ask me for something in a right way, I won't do it. Oh yes, that is really definitely true. Okay, yeah. Like basically if someone asks me for something in a right way, I won't do it. Like basically is this thing na ki I love to kind of like something provide my help to someone else. Okay, yeah. But I expect that that particular person should supposed to be asked that thing nicely. Okay, yeah. Like basically is this thing na ki let's just say, yeah, like I don't know, I am not really wanted to kind of like a top to this thing, but okay, let's just say, okay, yeah. One of my friend who is kind of like a something that ask me to kind of like would you come here and there to kind of like bring me this and that and that and that. Okay, yeah. Because he won't be able to do those things, okay, by alone, so he really required my help, so I usually go with him and I kind of like provide my help. Okay, yeah. And he talk really nicely. Okay, so when he talk really nicely, I really love to provide the help. But he talk kind of like something very arrogantly and really in teasing way and things like that. Then I won't do it. Okay, I don't want to do it. Okay, yeah. So if someone doesn't ask me for something in the right way, I won't do it. Is it true? Yes, it is kind of like a simply particular person should supposed to be asked nicely, then I would provide my help. Okay, I do not always get what I should. I do not always get what I should. Okay, I would probably need to kind of like simply understand this question little bit better. Okay, wait. मुझे हमेशा वह नहीं मिलता जो मुझे मिलना चाहिए. Is it actually happened with you? It's I would say yes, probably, but like basically, if I want something and I won't really get it, it's not really depend on kind of like a something the luck and things like that. It's kind of like a things that I don't really have some certain quality. That's why I didn't really get that thing. Like example is this thing that ki let's just say okay, it's a very hard to kind of like give the example, but yeah, let's just explain. Okay, so if I want, like, dude, why are you kind of like explain? You have a lot of questions to cover. Okay, yeah, but I would kind of like consider myself that if I didn't really get anything, it's not because of kind of like a something luck. It's because of kind of like a something that I don't really have that particular thing. Okay, yeah, I blame myself that I don't really get that thing instead of kind of like a blaming the luck and things and something like that. So I do not always get what I should. Is it true or is it no? Like I think it's not no. Okay, yeah. Like if I didn't really get anything is because of me. Okay, yeah. Next question. I don't know what people say about me behind my back. I don't know what people say about me behind my back. Is it true? I'm not really sure. Like if people is actually talk behind my back, I don't know what they kind of like only talk about me. So I don't know. Like basically, I don't know what people say about me behind my back. That is, yeah, I don't know that. Okay, how would I supposed to know that people would talk about me behind my back? I don't know that. If I do not approve of my friend's behavior, I let them know. Okay, if I do not approve my friend's behavior, I let them know. If I do not approve means like that ki if I don't really like someone's behavior regarding about some certain thing, okay, yeah, I let them know what exactly is this thing. Okay, so basically it's this thing. One of my friend who is a kind of like somebody really do not brush his teeth the way that he should supposed to be do. Okay, he always have really bad breath. Okay, yeah. So when he talk, he just kind of like he just smells so badly. Okay, so basically, do I let them know that you should supposed to be brush and things like that? Well, probably is this thing that I won't let them know. Like I don't know. I'm if I like basically is this thing that no, I like basically what is it? Dude, what exactly is this thing? Okay. Okay, like basically it's this thing na ki I make sure that who is that particular person. Okay, like if I let them know that ki his behavior is kind of like something not right, it depends on who is that particular person and what is actually relation with me with that particular person. Okay, yeah, if that particular person is very close to me, then I let them know that ki yeah, you have really bad breath and you should supposed to brush your teeth very, yeah. But if that particular person is kind of like somebody very random, unknown, or kind of like somebody I knew it maybe once or twice, or maybe then after that nothing really at all, then probably I just like take a step back and kind of like somebody let it go. Okay, it's not really kind of like somebody my thing that I should supposed to be tell them and this and that. So probably if I do not approve my friend's behavior, I let them know. Is it true? Like basically is this thing, I understand this question, but the construction of the sentence is kind of like somebody very, if I do not approve my friend's behavior, I let them know. Still na, I have to be kind of like a simply make sure that the stuff I am kind of like a simply asking this question is really right or not. यदि मुझे अपने दोस्तों का व्यवहार पसंद नहीं आता तो मैं उन्हें बता देता हूँ. इज इट यस और नो? I would say no. Yeah, I would say no. Next, if I happen to deceive someone, I feel excruciating rumors. Oh my god. The language that they use in here is kind of like a simply way much kind of like a crazy. Okay, yeah, whatever. Let's just understand this question, what exactly it means. यदि मैं किसी को धोखा देता हूँ तो मुझे बहुत पश्चाताप होता है. Yes, I am like I like धोखा देता हूँ, like do I kind of like simply do any kind of like simply धोखा to someone else? No, but I do feel really bad. It's not really that kind of like धोखा means like, let's just explain. Okay, yeah, it actually happened with me. Okay, yeah, that ki if I'm kind of like if I'm kind of like driving my bike, okay, and suddenly one of the friend is kind of like simply sees me and he just kind of like simply waving some sort of like waving the hand and things like that. At that time I don't really notice that thing, but soon after that like I notice, and just then after I realize that I went so ahead and I can't wave back and kind of like things that I just feel really bad that I'm just kind of like simply not showing the like I feel really bad. Okay, yeah. So probably is this thing not waving him back is kind of like feels like I give him dhoka, and if I give that particular dhoka, I feel like that ki kind of like something pachatap or kind of like a regret and things like that. So यदि मैं किसी को धोखा देता हूँ तो मुझे पश्चाताप होता है. Yes, yeah, it is. Okay. I could not hit another person. I could not hit another person. मैं किसी दूसरे इंसान को मार नहीं सकता. Is it true? Yes, like I cannot hit someone else. No, if I cannot hit another person. Yes. I never angry enough to throw object. Oh, I am never angry enough to throw object. It's kind of like some yes, like basically sometimes I get little bit of angry, but I try to control my anger management system is really good. I control myself in much more better way. Throwing some sort of object is, it never really happened, and I never really did that thing, and I don't really think that it is my kind of like a thing. No, I never really kind of like throw some sort of object kind of like a base on kind of like somebody anger and things like that. So I never angry enough to throw object. That is yes. Yeah. I am always indulge, maybe sometimes condescending to other people flaws. Okay, what is exactly is this question? Sometimes the construction of the sentence are very much difficult. Okay, yeah, they have to make sure that the sentence should supposed to be a little bit easy to understand. Whatever. मैं हमेशा दूसरों की कमियों के प्रति उदार, शायद कभी कभी कृपालु भी हो जाता हूँ. ओके, इट्स इवन मोर काइंड ऑफ लाईक समथिंग व्हेरी क्रेझी. मी नेहमीच इतरांच्या दोषाबद्दल उदार असतो, कदाचित कधी कधी विनम्र असतो. Okay, it's even more kind of like something little bit hard to understand. I understand, but it's like that na ki let me understand even more better way, so that I would kind of like something make sure is it actually happened with me or not. Okay, yeah. Explain this. Okay, and right now I'm actually asking this to ChatGPT. I am always indulge. This suggestion that you are always forgiving and tolerant to the when other in mistakes and show the weakness, you always hesitate to judge and criticize maybe. I try to be perfect with others' flaws through sometimes catch myself feeling in a bit superior, and I don't love that. I am usually kind about people's mistake, but deep down, I see myself as more evolved, and I am working on that. Oh, okay, now I understand. Like basically, this is kind of like a somebody question is about that. Ki sometimes people make mistakes. Okay, yeah, and kind of like a something. I am usually kind of about the people make mistakes, but deep down, I see myself more evolved and things like that. Probably is this thing that ki you are kind of like somebody such a person who is kind of like a somebody digest someone mistakes and kind of like yeah, I am that kind of like a somebody person. It just is that can I do I digest someone mistakes? Like probably yeah, most of the time I just digest someone mistakes to kind of like a something that ki um yeah, I would be, yeah. Like basically it's this thing na ki if something makes like I don't know, yeah, it's kind of like a things that na ki uh probably I kind of like consider myself that ki if someone make mistakes, okay, um and is it kind of like a something impact on myself? Like basically let's just say that ki I run a company and there is a person who make mistakes, and because of that mistake it kind of like a effect on my company and profit and things like that. So should I supposed to blame that particular person or not? Well, probably is this thing that ki I would kind of like a something kind of like a tell them that ki this is all happening is because of you. Okay, yeah. So I would kind of like a simply verbally blame him, but I would take the responsibility that ki make sure that mistake shouldn't supposed to be happen again, and probably this is I would kind of like consider. So yeah, I'm kind of like always indulge and things in people flaws. Probably this question is very difficult to understand, but I don't know, I think I would probably say yes in this thing. Okay, yeah, if I don't like an established rule, I went to break it. If I don't like established rule, I went to break it. No, I don't want to break someone rules and things like that. Probably like if there is something really rule, that means that is for something. Okay, yeah, but probably is this thing na ki usually I follow the rule in real life, but when I play video game then I would do like all those reckless and things like that. Okay, yeah, but in real life I kind of like a something. I don't like an established rule. If I want to break it, no, I tend to be follow the rule probably. Okay, yeah, I make sure that rule should supposed to be, yeah, um, followed. So yes, I do that. Other people can almost always take advantage of favorable circumstances. Okay, yeah, I understand this question, but I wanted to understand this question even more better probably. Okay, what exactly is this thing? अन्य लोग लगभग हमेशा अनुकूल परिस्थितियों का लाभ उठा सकते हैं. ओके, आय वॉन्टेड टू अंडरस्टँड इवन मोर. इतर लोक जवळजवळ नेहमीच अनुकूल परिस्थितीचा फायदा घेऊ शकतात. इज इट ट्रू? Yeah, people take advantage of kind of like a simply favorable circumstances, and that is true. Yes, that is, yeah, other people can, yeah, like basically like it's other people na. And I'm, yeah, I am very of nahi wary. Okay, WARY. Okay, I am wary of people who treat me somewhat more friendly than I expected. Okay, it's also even more complicated. Probably let's just understand what is actually meaning of this. मैं ऐसे लोगों से सावधान रहता हूँ जो मेरे साथ मेरी अपेक्षा से अधिक मित्रतापूर्ण व्यवहार करते हैं. Oh yeah, I am that kind of like a person. Like if someone is kind of like somebody very close to me without any kind of like a reason and things like that, I am kind of like a somebody. I am kind of like a somebody like extra cautious regarding about that person. Okay, yeah. So yes, I am. Okay, yeah, I am that kind of like a somebody person. Yes. I often disagree with people. No, not really. Sometimes shameful thought come to my mind. Shameful thought comes to my mind. Yes, yeah. Sometimes some of the thoughts are really shameful. Yeah, and it come to my mind. Yes, definitely. If someone hit me, I won't hit back. If someone hit me, like hit means like that ki actual hit. If someone hit me, I won't hit back. If someone is actually hit me as a purpose of want to hit me, then I definitely hit back. Definitely hit back. Okay, yeah. But if someone hit me accidentally and things like that, I would prefer not to hit him back. Okay, yeah. Because accidentally it's okay, but he purposefully hit me, then like I will hit him. Okay, I will kind of like only do all those things. Okay, yeah. So if someone hit me, I won't hit back. No, I hit him back. When I get annoyed, I slam door. No, I am much more annoyed than it seems. I am much more annoyed that it seems. No, I'm not really that much annoyed things. Okay, yeah. Like basically, I'm still understand this question, but I wanted to understand more what exactly is this thing. Okay, let me verify this question. What exactly is this thing? मैं जितना दिख रहा हूँ उससे अधिक परेशान हूँ. No, I'm not. No, I'm not really that परेशान. If someone act like they are in charge, I always get against them. If someone act like they are in charge, I always act against them. No, definitely not. If someone act like he's in charge, probably I'm not go against him. No, and I'm not really go like. Why would I supposed to go against him? Probably without any reason and things like that. If there is something reason that is really not favorable, then I would go against him. But without any reason, I would not go against him. Okay, yeah. Unless the whatever that particular person is in charge, kind of like a saying something for right reason, then I would kind of like a simply follow and things like that. But if that particular person saying something kind of like a wrong stuff that is really not good, then I would probably against him. Yeah. But if someone act like they are in charge, I always act against them. No, definitely not. I am little upset about my fate. No, I am not upset about my fate. Like what exactly is this thing? You are like a basically it's no, I'm not really upset. Like a basically is this thing that na I took the all the responsibility that ki whatever is actually happened in my life, good or bad, it's up to me. Okay, yeah, it's actually happened because of me, is not because of my fate and things like that. So no. I think many people do not like me. No, like basically there are so many people like basically this thing is someone hate me or not hate me. I could kind of like simply understand, and I think most of people are kind of like a simply like me. Okay, yeah, it's not really that kind of like a like I think that ki most people like me. It's not really that ki kind of like a something that ki they hate me and things they don't wrong. I have really good relationship with the people, and I try to maintain the relationship as good as possible as I can. Okay, yeah. So I like to make people like I think many people do not like me. No, they like me probably. Yes. I don't resist the arguing if people do not agree me. I cannot resist arguing. I cannot resist arguing if people do not agree me. No, I cannot resist. Like basically I understand this question, but they like the construction of the sentence in so much complicated way that kids probably need to verify every time to kind of like give the answer. यदि लोग मुझे सहमत नहीं है तो मैं बहस करने से खुद को रोक नहीं सकता. अगर लोग मुझे सहमत नहीं है, इफ अ पीपल इज काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ समथली सहमत नहीं है, तो मैं बहस करने से खुद को रोक नहीं सकता है. इज इट ट्रू? वेल, प्रॉबली इज दिस थिंग ना कि आर्ग्यूमेंट. ओके, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इज दैट ना कि it depends on multiple factor. First of all is that ki if that particular topic is relate about what. Okay, yeah, if we are talking about such a thing which is kind of like a matter to me, matter to the people and things like that. Okay, yeah, and if I'm kind of like a saying something which kind of like a let them, if I'm kind of like a saying something that would implement good thing to the people, then I would stick with that. But other people is kind of like a saying something that would not kind of like a happen good to them, then I would kind of like a somebody argue. Okay, yeah. But another thing is that na ki if that particular person is stick in that particular opinion, he kind of like a say that he no, this is the kind of like a somebody way that it is kind of like a somebody right way, then I need a kind of like a some particular evidence or kind of like a somebody like you have to be tell this thing, tell this statement for particular reason. I particular kind of like a reason. I need that particular reason or kind of like a evidence or kind of like a somebody that key. Why are you so much confidence regarding about this statement? Okay, I need that particular thing. I not kind of like a somebody argue regarding about my decision and things like that. No, I'm kind of like a make sure that the person that who is actually thinking, who is kind of like arguing me, I wanted to make sure that key what exactly why is so confident regarding about his arguing, what is actually he has a knowledge or what kind of like a some information that he has, that's why he's kind of like arguing me. I need that information, and if that information is really valid or really good or really great, then I will go with him and probably. But I'm kind of like a somebody, I'm not kind of like a person who's kind of like a do the argue and continuous argument and it converted into the kind of like a fighting and things like that. No, I'm not really into that particular person. Okay, yeah. So regarding about this, I cannot resist the arguing if people is not agree me. No, it's not like a basically is this thing that key. I like basically is this thing I let myself stop. Okay, yeah, and kind of like a figure it out why what is exactly way that he's kind of like a telling all those things. So I would say no. Yeah, yeah. Next, people who people who skip work should feel guilty. People who skip work should feel guilty. Yes, they would kind of like a something if they are kind of like a skip the work, they do supposed to be feel little bit of guilty, unless those people are kind of like a somebody really ill or really not good or kind of like a feels that, then that is okay. But by purposefully they are kind of like a skipping the things, then this is they should supposed to be feel guilty. Yeah. Anyone who insult my family or me is looking for trouble. Anyone who insult my family or me is looking for trouble. I think yes. Okay, yeah. But probably is this thing looking for trouble? I'm not really understand. Let me understand this question a little bit better. What is exactly meaning it says? जो कोई मेरे परिवार या मुझे अपमानित करता है वह मुसीबत मोल लेना चाहता है. Yeah, probably that is true. Okay, yeah, definitely. I cannot capable of making rude joke. Yes, yeah, I am not really capable to making kind of like a rude joke. No, I'm not really capable even any kind of like a joke. No, nothing like that. Also, yes, yeah. I am furious when someone make fun of me. Not really. Okay, yeah. Because the people who are kind of like a something make fun of me for kind of like a something in fun moment and things like that. It's not kind of like a something reason that I should supposed to be kind of like a furious and things like that. No, nothing like at all. But he's purposefully is kind of like a saying me some sort of things, and it's not kind of like a only fun moment. Then I am kind of like a something furious, and then I would kind of like a saying something really bad. But still, it's it's kind of like a somebody they make fun of me for fun moment and things like that, then I would say, yeah, okay, make fun of me. Okay, yeah. But he purposefully kind of like a saying me thing, then okay, yeah. So no, okay, if I am furious when someone make fun of me, no, I'm not really that furious. When someone act like, okay, wait, when someone act like they are in charge, I do everything to make them less arrogant. Okay, let me understand this question little bit better, what is actually it's mentioned. Okay, जब कोई ऐसा व्यवहार करता है जैसे कि वह प्रभा प्रभारी है, तो मैं उसे कम अहंकारी बनने के लिए हर संभव करता हूँ. ओ बॉय, इट्स इवन मोर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. जेव्हा कोणी स्वतःला प्रभारी समजत असेल, तेव्हा मी त्यांना कमी अहंकारी बनवण्याचा सर्व काही करतो. Okay, if someone act like they are in charge, okay, yeah, I do everything to make them less arrogant. Do I do that? um is it really matter to me? Like basically is this thing na ki if this thing is really matter to me, then I would do. But if that thing is doesn't really matter to me, then why would I supposed to do that? Okay, yeah. Like without any reason, why would I supposed to make him less arrogant and things like that? No, definitely not. Like he is wanted to be in charge, let him in charge. Okay, yeah. And he wanted to be kind of like arrogant and things like that, let him be arrogant. Okay, yeah, because being in charge means kind of like a leading and things like that. And sometimes when you are leading people, you need to be little bit arrogant or little bit something that yeah, this is kind of like it's a kind of like a human nature and things like that. But I would not do anything at all without any kind of like some reason. Yeah, almost every week I see someone I don't like. No, nothing at all. Okay, yeah. Like I every week I see someone that I like and things like that. So yeah, quite a few people envy me. No, definitely not. I demand people respect. Do I demand means like that ki are you, yeah, like are you seek for people respect? Respect is a really essential thing. Okay, yeah, it's one of the essential thing for man. Okay, yeah. And basically if someone is actually giving me respect, I feel really good. Definitely I feel really good. Okay, yeah. But basically I'm not kind of like a seeking the only the respect and things like that, because if you are just seeking the respect without any kind of like effort and things like that, those respects are not respect, those are kind of like a respect are fake respects. Okay, yeah. Like basically is this thing that he, if people is kind of like a somebody admire me, they wanted to admire my work, they wanted to admire the things that I would do and things like that. Okay, yeah. Like respects, I kind of like somebody expect a respect comes from their heart, not from their kind of like a somebody that he pretend and things like that. No, nothing at all. And I would not kind of like somebody demand someone respect. No, like basically sometimes some people are actually giving me a little bit respect, I feel little bit of scared and things like that. Okay. Okay, so do not give me kind of like a respect, at least not in front of me. Back end what you gonna do, it's up to you, but do not show any kind of like respect in front of me, just like being normal in front of me. Okay, or whatever you wanted to show the respect, be genuine. Okay, yeah. But dude, you are kind of like actually really, are you like basically at this moment no one is actually respecting me. Okay, yeah. Like okay, first of all is this thing. Okay, yeah, are you any kind of like a somebody very rich person, or very kind of like a somebody wealthy person, or very kind of like a somebody very influential person? Are you that person? No, nah. Like basically in your entire life, does anyone kind of like respect you? No. Are you kind of like looking yourself kind of like somebody very big star and things like that? Are you that person? No, na. You are fucking really a very normal person. Don't really have anything at all. So, okay, I don't demand respect. Okay, yeah, no, definitely not. What depresses me is that I do little for my parents. Okay, I understand this question, but I wanted to understand this question a little bit better. Okay, what is exactly is this thing? मुझे इस बात से निराशा होती है कि मैं अपने माता पिता के लिए बहुत कम करता हूँ. यस, I feel like that कि because of me my parents are kind of like a something like that कि they do lot of kind of like put the effort for me, and I didn't really give that much value from my things or something like that. So I depress kind of like something myself that I do little. I am little bit depressed. Yes, people who continuously harass someone need to be knocked down peg or two. Okay. Okay, I understand this question, but let me understand this question even more better. What exactly is this thing? जो लोग लगातार किसी को परेशान करते हैं उन्हें एक या दो पायदान के नीचे गिराने की जरूरत है. I I don't know. Okay, yeah, I think that I don't like no, yeah, like basically is this thing that people who are kind of like doing the pareshan and things like that, is it really matter to me? Okay, like basically is this thing na ki if someone is kind of like somebody doing really fucked up shit in their life or do that stuff, okay, do you want to kind of like yeah, I sometimes I just let do, yeah, sometimes it just it didn't really happen in my life. Okay, I didn't really kind of like seen someone who's kind of like harass everybody, things like that, but probably we are living in world where different kind of like people are exist, and they are kind of like doing something even more very very wrong thing that I haven't really seen it. Probably my life is kind of like a little less to kind of like experience those things. I haven't really experienced those kind of like some moments, so I'm not really sure. But usually is this thing that ki I will not gonna do anything at all unless that thing is kind of like a matter to me, then I would do kind of like a thing. But probably, but still I want to be kind of like a somebody that ki knock them out and things like that. So yeah, I am never gloomy because of my anger. Okay, what is exactly gloomy? What is, I wanted to understand what is exactly gloomy. Wait, let me, why is not working? Okay, yeah. Okay, so what exactly is this thing? मैं क्रोध के कारण कभी उदास नहीं होता. मैं क्रोध के कारण कभी उदास नहीं होता. Udas, they say gloomy. I'm not really sure about this thing, but probably I am never gloomy because of the anger. No, not really. Alright, this is it. Basically, just think that I should supposed to be end here. There are almost like how many questions are remaining? 41 questions still left. Okay, I will gonna kind of like simply give the question in next artifact episode. By the way, this is it. This is it. By the way, this is the name of the test. Is the diagnosis of state of aggression. Okay, this is the kind of like a test that I'm giving right now, and there are 41 questions still left. Okay, yeah. Tomorrow I will gonna record artifact. Then I will gonna give all those tests and things like that. All right, this is it. This is it. I have a lot of stuff to do. Thank you.